Taurean Prince now a starter. Gary Trent Jr. was the starter in that matchup as an example. The tip goes to the Sixers. Scott Foster is the crew chief, Tennessee Ransom your referee, and Brandon Schwab your umpire. Maxey doing all he can to try to keep this team competitive, get some wins. You know, the Packers are out, the Lions are out. Of course, I grew up in the state of Michigan, so I just don't care about the playoffs anymore.
Oh, geez, yeah, it can be rough some years. Maxey knocking that one down. When you're playing against an Orlando Magic, they had some heavy zone possessions or zone games because they're not a good three-point shooting team, but it should not work against this Bucks team with a bunch of shooters.
Step back is good for Maxey.
In-game situations, and it was a point where I felt like he needed to hear the message, you need to be you. He told me that he said to Dame, you're not a guest here. You know, next time. He clearly didn't hear us talking about him.
That's right. It's a great story. You know, Vin Baker, Doc Rivers even said
and to your point, that balance, I think when good hands right there, this is what Philly is good at. They've been hurt. They've lost a lot of games. When they changed the three-point line to make it further away, they ran out of room, so they had to kind of flatten it out over there.
Hey, as long as it goes in, right?
As long as it goes in.
Catch and shoot here for Nance. Pete Nance signed a two-way December 3rd. And just 14 fouls for the Sixers. And why the Bucks aren't in the bonus. Giannis spinning baseline. Wow! I mean, you just shake your head at some of the shots he gets to go. Half-court heave by Maxey.
Right away for the first quarter, starting to see it.
Maxey pulls up, transition look. And Tyrese Maxey now with 10 points.
No, it really is cool. I was playing in the NBA for 9 years before I got back to Milwaukee, and then you realized you had always watched the Bucks. Oh boy, Maxey staying hot, shooting it from everywhere.
Sixers have it. Maxey short. Tyrese Maxey now 3 of 6 from 3. Tyrese Maxey now 3 of 6 from 3. Those quick hands. Maxey's always on the move, and the Sixers back on top.
And they put pressure on the ball. They might get beaten up on the backside, but they're taking those chances. That's how they play.
Quick shots and one and done here for the Bucks. Eric Gordon left all alone above the break three, and it's the largest lead here for the Sixers, and Doc Rivers has seen enough. This ball, and then you saw that follow-up graphic in terms of breaking the season down in the first really 40-41 games. A definite roller coaster. 17 three-point attempts here so far in the first half. Dame to Bobby. Dame pursuing the offensive rebound. Maxey with a heads-up play. Yeah, almost as many rim-run attempts as three-point attempts. Well, we're digesting his shot profile in the last few games. Well, there's been that huge gap, and that's what has stood out to them about the Bucks' version of what he sees now in January.
High-level player in the NBA for a long time, but just trying to figure out what you do with these kind of lineups with these kind of injuries. There is no question.
He's been impressive. Bona hasn't backed down here tonight. Like he tried to maybe throw that off the backboard.
Oh, I thought he did such a good job of getting that rebound and just eyes up right away.
Right.
Brooke trying to get on his hip, but Maxey knocking that down. Knowing you got a guy just in your pocket the whole time, it makes it that much more difficult for Maxey.
Off the foot of Philly last, and that's a counsel. Brooks got that height advantage, but the ball taps loose into Oubre's hands to do that.
The Squid Games. You haven't watched Squid Game. Squid Game 2. Have you not watched it?
I haven't watched Night Agent either. I got some catching up to do.
We got time.
Giannis leaves it short. So far setting the tone in the first couple of minutes. Maxey, that hesitation going nowhere though. Ajax leading the break. Has Giannis behind the back. What a highlights!
Magic-esque out there. When you can deliver a dime like that on the money to Giannis. Man, the defender never even had a chance, and he's at the rim.
Maxey, the left-handed flush.
The ability to spread the floor and knock down threes. And those threes start to add up because with only 5 made threes in the first half, you just got to think if you get that three ball going as a weapon, you're going to break this game open.
Yeah, that's three-pointer number 6 for the season, and 31 double-doubles on the season. Maxey has a few of those. He's got another. Make it 4 three-pointers. Again, they played in Indy last night and lost to the Pacers. They're playing pretty focused, inspired basketball here tonight. The rebound to Brett.
Doesn't mean he's not going to get some buckets, but you got to just... There you go.
Maxey lost his footing, finds Council in the corner. Tough shot. Numbers around Oubre. Over to Maxey. 4 of those, can't get number 5.
I think he may have had more time and space than he did on the last corner 3 attempt.
Maxey around a couple of bucks, and Tyrese lays it in on the reverse.
React. Let's look in the right hands and get a good look.
Scott Foster says no shooting foul.
Yeah, he really does bring something to this team that, man, when he's out there, it's a jolt. His movement, his shooting, absolutely.
45% three-point shooting to opponents. Maxey in and out. That was ruled an intentional foul. And so Maxey makes good on the free throw.
You know what that was about, Lisa? He took that short 22-foot 3 earlier. He was like, I got to get my average back. Shooting from 30.
Officially a 28-footer for Dame. Cuts the lead to 10. Bobby steps into that three-pointer, squeezes out. Dame defending against Maxey. Good job there. That defensive stance. Gordon driving, gets a soft touch. Maxey penetrating. Nance decides to give that up. They've been giving him that shot. He's 1 for 6 with that shot, but Maxey once again then get 32 points. 15-11 here in the fourth quarter over the Sixers, who are putting up a fight. With a bunch of reserves getting regular rotation minutes here tonight, and that guy has been amazing. 35 points now for Tyrese Maxey. On the right side, with 10 points. There's a couple of three-pointers helping his cause, and Oubre with yet another.
To be honest, going away from the basket, 25 feet away, a right-handed shooter with your shoulder on the outside like that, getting that to go. Maxey missing that one. Dame makes that look easy, but games, especially when you don't have a 20-point lead, Bucks have had 25, 30-point leads often lately. Yeah, there's some guys you can just tell they just don't shy away from it. Even that last box out, you see him just banging with Brooke and just loves the content.
Maxey just stopped. 37 points for Tyrese.